cannot get over the voice of, oh, I just forgot her name. The redheaded chick, Makima.
And that's how we're starting the episode.
I can't get over it.
Yep, and that's how we're starting the episode, literally. That's the first thing in the episode. Hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast. I don't blame you, dude. Hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast, where we are talking about the second episode of Chainsaw Man today. I am Nick. With me are Alex and Josh.
Hi.
Hello there.
And we are going to talk about
You son of a bitch.
the episode that introduces my favorite character in this show.
Hell yeah. I fucking love her.
Mm-hmm. We actually...
I actually really dug all the characters introduced in this episode.
I was pretty sure you were going to like this episode more than the last one.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. You're right.
Yeah, because now...
Next episode.
Because now it's not like... Well, dude, the next episode's solid too, but now it's not... now it's not dark. Well, I mean, it's still dark, but like...
Yeah,
now it's not the same.
Necessarily, like, it didn't feel like it was having to aim as high to set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you kind of get some tone setting in here, but it's more like character establishment and development more than it is like the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're kind of like, okay, you get what the universe is. Let's step back and talk about characters now.
Yep. We actually
The first episode was pretty fast. Like we got a lot of storytelling done real quick. There was not a whole lot of explanation on devils or anything like that. It's like, okay, you're in this universe. You need to accept a few things and suspend your disbelief. Go.
Yep. And now we get like more of an understanding of how this world works and like sort of what the history of this world is like.
It's
a little bit
pretty unclear. Like there's a lot of details and a lot of questions left, but yeah, we're getting a little bit more of a glimpse into it.
Yep. So our episode starts with a close-up on Makima's eyes.
Yeah.
For the record, I will always find Makima's eyes super unsettling.
Oh, I guess we are not on the same wavelength again. I'm like super into it. I don't know why. I'm just like, that's like, I want to know more about this so badly.
See, and that's the weird thing is like, I like...
Shut your damn, you manga reader.
So that's the thing that like, because her eyes unsettle me, but like Power's eyes, which are arguably just as weird, don't.
Are they? They're very similar. I mean,
yeah.
They have the same like yellow and red.
I think it's
scheme, but they're not the same pattern.
Yeah, I think it's also just like Power always looks like she's kind of like a little manic, and for some reason that doesn't bother me, which says a lot about me as a person. But like just the overly, I've made bad choices in dating. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna be freely open about that. If you ever want to know what it's like to be burned by a lover, let me tell you, it's not fun.
I mean, it depends on what you're getting burned with.
Yeah, the one that some people think is fun, it's not fun.
This no longer sounds like metaphor.
No, it's quite literal.
No, it's a literal thing.
No, it literally happened once.
I don't like any of this.
Yep,
all of my damage is emotional. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't really tell the scars there anymore, but yeah, no. So we're gonna move on from that one. You guys get to learn a lot about that.
Here's some therapy and some scar cream.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
So Makima's gonna take Denji to get food. Woof or yes is all he gets to say to her.
Like a proper dummy.
Yeah.
I have nothing to add to this. They didn't establish a safe word.
It's because there's not going to be one. She doesn't get it.
There's not going to be one.
No.
You're there until she says so.
Yep.
Literally.
She also tells him unhelpful pups get put down.
No, she was told that by some friends of hers in forensics. Like, what? Okay, that seems really contrived.
That means that she's had a puppy before that had to be put down.
And apparently hidden away.
Yep. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to make Denji disappear.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Who would miss him?
Sorry, I'm listening to the intro right now. God, I love it.
Dude, honestly, the title sequence is so good. Like, the opening sequence is fun. I love that. Like,
It's no Kaiju number 8, but
Well,
it
yeah.
is good.
I mean, like, Kaiju number 8 hit so many good notes. Like, this is a fantastic one for different reasons. I do think number 8's better, but this is great for, like, an entirely different... It takes it in a totally different direction that I love.
Bro, I can hear Abyss in my head right now.
I literally had it playing at one point when I was at the gym earlier today. It is in my gym playlist.
Same.
Yep. So we also get Denji remembering that Pochita is dead, and he's real sad about it.
Poor boy.
Yep. And Makima is going to treat him to food and gives him her jacket because he doesn't have a fucking shirt on.
Yeah, it'd be too suspicious.
Yep. And we get, again, a really sad moment for Denji where this is the nicest anyone has treated him in his entire life.
Lucky.
Actually treating him like a human.
Yep. Well, no, she's not treating him like a human.
Yeah, but like a really
She's treating...
family-friendly pet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who will kill.
Yeah. She's treating him like a Doberman that's like well trained.
There you go.
Like Joe Exotic treated his...
The sad part is he's not wrong.
Dark.
He's not wrong.
Fucking dark.
It's not dark. He loved those tigers.
Yep.
Fuck you.
I
meant that in a good way.
Yep.
I knew you were gonna say it.
I know that show has a second season. I've never watched it, and I kind of feel like I need to. Yeah.
Don't.
I didn't watch the first season.
No, it makes her look good in every way. And I refuse to believe.
Yeah, okay.
I see you've taken a side.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yep.
It might be wrong side, but I'm picking it.
That's fair. So Denji, like, is, like, pretty close to passing out from hunger. And he ends up pushed up against...
from blood loss.
Well, hunger, and it's the same thing for him at this point.
Yeah, 6 of one, half a dozen the other, for sure.
And he winds up pressed up against Makima's tit, and it's clearly the happiest he's ever been in his life.
I'm just gonna stay here for a minute.
Yep, he's like, all right, I don't need to worry about life right now. This is the best thing ever.
I could want no more.
Yep. And then he gives some backstory to her about how he became the Chainsaw Man. So now she's caught up to where we're at. And she says, like, she specifically tells him that, like, this is such a rare, like, it's happened in the past, but this is such a rare occurrence. They don't have a name for what he is. Like, it's happened before, but it happens so few and far between, they don't actually have a term for his existence right now. And that Pochita is literally still alive inside of him.
Which is good, you know.
I'm just picturing, like, Pochita has reshaped himself to be, like, heart-shaped inside of Denji's chest.
There's just a little chainsaw in the middle, too.
Yep. Yep. Like, I'm picturing, like, Pochita still has eyes, and he's just, like, staring at Denji's sternum or something.
I'm just chilling.
Yep.
Hey, chose poorly.
Yep. Oh, I have to beat faster now. He's probably touching something that he shouldn't be.
Oh!
Show me your dreams.
Yep. Ah, God. Yep. And passes out.
More than you bargained for.
Yep. Asks for permission to eat. And he can't feed himself, so Makima has to feed him. And
he barks.
He barks, and she calls him a good boy.
It was at this point that I wondered if I was watching the right show.
Yep. That's a
It
valid
was at this
concern.
point I knew I was watching the right show.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, it was gonna be the right show either way. I just needed to know if this was a pants on or off show.
Yeah. And then this is the point where Makima actually tells Denji her name. And Denji asks, like, I'm gonna say this points to Denji super bold because he asks her.
Yeah.
He asks her what her type is, and she just replies, "Well, at this point, Denji type boys."
He's like, oh.
And
wait.
that's when he died.
Yep. And that's when
fell over dead.
Yep. That's when all the blood left his brain.
Oh yeah, and never came back.
Yep. He's never thinking with that head again.
No, he's not.
He
Not
didn't
for
really.
the rest of the fucking show.
Nope. Yep.
Or manga.
I believe
Bro,
that.
If this woman with those eyes and that voice said any of these words to me at any point for any reason, I'd never have any reason to think again.
Mm-hmm.
I would stop thinking at all costs. If it was, unless I had to keep that conversation going, done thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Done. Oh, I get it. I was like, yep, all right, I get Denji.
Yep.
I feel you, bro.
So then we get a little bit of a time skip. And Denji, not right away, obviously, like, he has to sit on this for a while, but then says that,
how much of a time skip was it?
It's not, like, much. It's just the drive, like...
Yeah.
Okay. It's a time skip in that, like, maybe an hour passes. But that means he takes a full hour after she says that to say that, he's into her, too.
It's because up until that point, he had no capacity for speech.
Yep. That's probably true, honestly.
I get it.
Yep. And then they're at HQ. And I wrote down all the paid time off is amazing.
Yeah. That caught my ear too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, hey, the idea that he's getting paid at all is probably going to be, like, earth-shattering to him.
He probably doesn't
have debt.
Yep.
He probably doesn't know what those three words mean when put together in that way.
Oh, no. I don't imagine he knows what time off means.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also wrote down, and I'm going to be honest, like, I watched this last week, so I wrote down, if the two of them work together, they can get together and do that stuff together.
Yep.
Which I'm assuming is a direct line.
That is a quote.
Yep.
That is a quote.
Yep. Again, Denji knows what he's about, and he is working towards that goal. And I can respect that.
At least he has a goal.
He has dreams now. He finally gets to have dreams. And his dreams are, she's hot, I'm getting that.
It fucking sounds like a dream to me.
Yep. So Makima gives him a uniform and introduces him to Aki.
Aki
is also a fun character. I like Aki.
I dig him a lot.
Yep.
He's fun.
I love his...
He only gets better.
I love his haircut, too, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. Dug the character design a lot.
And then we get the fight scene.
No, so first we
That's
get...
not a fight.
First...
It was two mutual beatings.
Yep. Before that, though, we get one of my favorite lines of the episode. She's so out of your league, you don't play the same sport.
That was such a good line. I wrote that one down too.
That's
such a good line.
That's probably my favorite line from this episode.
Oh, definitely, hands down, in my opinion. I literally laughed out loud and had to rewind it so I could hear him fucking burn him again.
And then
is that in the English dub?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Dude, it is such a good burn.
Mm-hmm.
I because like I majority watch this in Japanese, and like I watched it once in English, rewatching it again in Japanese. Completely forgot that was even in there.
Yep.
It's not in the Japanese.
I believe it.
I don't appreciate that the dubs and the subs aren't.
Oh,
Yeah, it's hard to
there's a line
match
in the
stuff.
next episode. Or
That just means that the
it's either the next
naturalization
episode or
was-
the fourth
it must have
episode.
been very difficult, right?
Mhm.
There is a very different line between the two.
That makes sense.
Like big
Like-
enough, I noticed.
It's really bad when it changes the whole meaning of
This-
your speech.
This line does.
Yeah, that's so not cool.
Mhm. Okay.
So disappointing.
We also get Makima tying Denji's tie, which I wrote down putting her leash on him.
Yeah. Oh man, tie me up.
Uh,
Way to control.
I don't know, dude. Like, they showed that whole scene on purpose.
mhm. Then we get Aki taking Denji into an alley and just starts kicking his ass.
Yeah, like I knew the minute that they were walking out of there, like, yeah, he's getting his ass whooped.
Kicks his ass and then tells him, if you show up again tomorrow, I'm going to kick your ass tomorrow too. And
Giving you an out. Take it.
and that
Only he can be with Makima.
well, and only people with strong convictions can survive in this job. And then Denji runs up behind him and kicks him hard in the balls. Like, from behind,
Yeah.
like, up between the legs, just bam.
Just wails on him.
Yep. And we find out that if Denji's fighting a man, he only goes for ball shots.
Yeah.
That's all he goes for.
It's balls or nothing.
hmm And Denji talks about, like, this is the first time he's had a good meal in his entire life. Like,
It's nuts or nothing.
yep.
God, I love that line.
It's such a good line, yeah. Talks about,
What
like,
is that? It's like
It's nerf or nothing.
mhm.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. I was trying to find what it was.
But yeah, well, we find out that, like, basically Denji's like, this is the first time I've had any sort of good anything in my life. You think I'm gonna fucking let you keep me from showing up to work? And
This
that,
ass whooping is not even close to making this a bad proposition for me.
yeah. And I like that, like, Aki again's like starts punching Denji, and Denji just again keeps going for the nuts. He's not wasting time. He's going to destroy this man's testicles.
Why did you keep kicking me in the nuts?
Yep.
You only aim for the nuts.
Yep.
I love the fact when they talk to Makima, he's just like, he got attacked by the nut devil.
Yep. The testicle devil.
The testicle devil.
Yep. I wrote down
Oh,
in the English dub, it's a testicle devil went ape shit on his nutsack.
In the Japanese, the line is, the big guy's testicles were attacked by the nut devil, ma'am.
Yep. Yep. I wrote down after that that
shit on his nuts.
it's such a good line. Like, some of the choices they made with the localization really add some charm to it.
You know that there wasn't some guy at Funimation going like, "Hey, what's the word for ape shit?"
Yep.
Thank you for leaving in ape shit.
So we find out that Aki's team is like this experimental team after
Which
this.
makes me wonder what's Aki's deal.
You'll find out. You find out more
you'll
about
find out.
everyone on that team eventually. And you learn more,
So?
like, there's more members than
Really
you've
like
seen.
that.
Episode 4, you find out.
And then,
We're all kinds of devils.
and we also find out that Denji, if he resigns or doesn't follow orders, he's going to be killed. Like, he has to,
Basically trapped.
yep, he has to stay in line. And now, Aki and Denji are roommates.
Yeah.
They're odd couple in this shit.
I could never have a roommate again.
hmm Uh,
I not if you're gonna do that shit to me, no sir.
What? Kick you in the balls?
Firstly, yes. Secondly, it's the shit that he does when he's in the fucking tub.
Before we get to the tub, though, we get Denji putting just a shit ton of like different things on toast. Which I
Or we
love
get
that.
We get the fact
This
that
is such a
Aki
stoner
finds out
move.
Genji's
Yep.
hugged Makima.
Oh yeah,
He
no,
freaks out.
he's pissed off that he hugged her.
Aki gets upset.
Mm-hmm. What's because
Like,
Aki wants to hug her.
Say what?
But yeah, I love like he puts like all these different like jellies on his toast. He adds like honey to it, and he's like,
cinnamon.
Yep. He takes a bite and it's like he's died and gone to heaven. He's making such a mess, like making this concoction. But he's just so happy that he gets to try this for the first time.
Definitely had some stoner energy where he's trying to combine weird shit together. Like, oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, seeing him do that upset me physically because I've
Aw.
walked in and saw shit like that.
Are
So-
you trying to tell me that you haven't done that yourself, you liar?
What he's done to that table,
Yeah.
everything is just spread and left out, crusting over.
Dude, what he
It's
okay.
fucking upsetting.
I will say what he has done to all of those condiments on that table is a crime.
hmm
Oh no, see that part's fine.
So then Denji gets to take a bath, which I'm going to be real. I assume this is the first time Denji has ever taken a bath.
Probably.
I think it's the thing. I think it's his first bath in like fresh water and not just a stream.
Yeah.
This guy needs to talk to Guy.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Guy, Kara, and I will teach you how to take a bath. No.
Jump in his water.
Yep. And then Denji doesn't replace the toilet paper.
Fucking monster.
Again,
That shit
crime.
also happens.
hmm
I don't live with roommates. Not anymore.
I'm somewhat happy I'm moving.
There's always a silver lining.
I don't care if I'm in debt. I will be happy.
I wonder what he's gonna do.
So,
He's going to ruin himself.
Yep.
From what
Oh,
I've
no.
already heard.
so then they go out and they do their job.
Not good.
And when they go to the job, we learn a little bit more, like that their job is like a public safety team, and that the cops let them through the perimeter. So this is like it's some sort of
It's sanctioned in
Yeah,
some way.
it's like a government agency, which we get a little more about that. So that kind of gives us a little bit of an idea of this world. Like, people are aware of devils. It's not like some sort of secret, and they're aware enough that there's a team out there to take them on.
Right.
Which is kind of like, I like that little element of world building. Like, oh no, this isn't a secret. Everybody knows about it already. Then we also find out a very important thing about Denji, which is Denji never went to school. He has never gone to school.
And we were surprised by this?
No,
He'll
but like,
never
it's
know
important.
the joys of being bullied.
Yep. He'll never know the joys of ending up being okay, so weird thing. I think if Denji
Oh, we're about to get it. We're about to get a fresh look into Nick again. Let's go.
I
Never
think
know the joys of
Denji
not going to prom.
I think Denji would have been popular.
Oh yeah, probably.
Denji would have been like
Probably
super
would've been one of
popular if he was in school.
Yeah.
Like he would have been like a kid that like was really well liked by his peers. I am 100% certain of that.
Mm-hmm.
Bro had a determination so much he sold body parts as like the way we got introduced to this
Yep.
guy. he probably would have done whatever was needed.
Oh, I don't think he would have like even had to have tried. Is the thing.
Probably not. You're probably right.
Yeah, I think he would have been considered cool like from the get-go. Because he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we also get a little more world building. We find out that fiends are the names of when devils possess corpses, like the way that Denji had told Pochita to do it. That's called a fiend. And we run into a beetle fiend.
Gross.
Yep. And we are specifically told Denji, I think, either... again,
not a fiend.
Yeah, because he's still in charge of his own body. And then he chops the beetle fiend's head off with an axe instead of transforming.
Yeah, against Aki's order because he wanted him to go full out.
Yep. And yeah, I don't want to mess up my suit.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and it's really cruel and brutal. It's trying to be humane.
Yep. You know. And we find out that Aki's family were all killed by devils. And
yeah, it was.
Yep. And Denji's never had a friend in his life outside of Pochita, so he'll be friends with devils because, you know, that's kind of all he's ever known, really.
To any that would offer friendship.
Yep. And then
it's really the devils are really the only ones that showed him kindness.
Yep. And then we get the real reason why Denji didn't transform, because he wanted to keep the porno mags he saw in the room safe so he could take them home.
Got to keep the merchandise safe.
Yep. Again, perfectly within character for Denji.
Oh yeah.
And Denji is officially living his dream. While
I just love the fact when they're walking out, he's like, porn secured.
Mm-hmm. And then we get Denji's new driving force. This is what Denji is going to be searching for going forward. Denji wants to touch some titties.
Fucking A, man. Fucking A.
He's a teenage boy. He wants to go touch some boobs.
I mean, we've all had that at the top of our to-do list at one point or another.
Mm-hmm. And I wrote down, he has a big boy job now. Maybe he can touch boobs.
I mean, he is increasing his chances.
Yep. And then we get the introduction to my favorite character, Power. That Power is going to be his partner. And Denji is pissed off by her. Like, she shows up, you know, Power! Shows up.
Then he quickly realizes that she too has boobs.
Yep. He's looking at her like, oh, wait, no, you also have those. Cool.
I lied. It's this episode that's different.
Oh, okay. Have we gotten to the difference?
Yes. Okay. What is her exact lines?
Oh gosh, I'm sure.
In English.
Actually. Gosh, I couldn't tell you for sure off the top of my head anymore. Vamping for time though, but yeah. While Josh is looking at that, Alex, what do you think about Power's design?
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm into it. I think her character design is really fun.
All right, so upon entrance, she's like, "All right, on your knees, mortal scum, including so-called partners. You stand in the presence of power."
Right.
Japanese. Let me get this here.
I'm guessing because the Japanese is coming second, it's going to be far kinkier.
Prostate yourselves, humans.
Prostrate, yeah.
You are to be my so-called partner. Power? Your name's Power? It's just so different. I hate it.
It's not that, like, It's a
That
little
doesn't
different.
change the meaning.
Yeah. Prostrate
It's
just means
enough.
lay down.
Yeah, it's just enough though.
I prostrate myself before you.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
essentially.
prostate you though.
She says prostrate. I guarantee.
I know, but she does. I just misspoke there.
It. Oh yeah.
So we also get some
Sure.
a few things which I don't think are so they have to be like sneaky with power out because she has horns.
She looks like a devil.
Although I'm gonna be honest, she also just looks like any sort of kind of like alt girl that you run into at the fucking mall.
Yeah, that could very easily just be a headband with
Yep.
horns on it. Yeah.
I'm almost 100%
Honestly-
certain I've seen that.
Honestly, now that I think about it, all they'd have to do to make her be completely disguised in public would be to get a headband and just cut out places for the horns and
Yep.
just set the headband next to the horn.
Yep.
But like the difference between like her voice actresses, the Japanese one sounds way more manic.
Yeah, again, I love Fairu's Fairuz so much. I think she's an amazing actress. I don't think the dub one is bad, but she is like better in my opinion.
Yes.
But yeah,
Well, they're like they have to stay inconspicuous with her out. She does not, to my mind, give off the impression that she's capable of having a low profile.
no, Power's not capable of
0%
that.
chance.
She has no chill.
No chill.
The way she
whatsoever.
speaks, she's just so over the top, always running at 100%. Like, she is amazing. I love this character so much. But yeah, one of my favorite things about her is at one point she hits Denji and tells him she yearns for blood.
I will have blood.
Yeah.
Which kind of leads it like the foreshadowing is maybe seconds away as to what her weapon set is.
Yep. Yeah, because we find out that
Is it a hammer?
yes. No, we find out that she's the blood devil. Well, the blood fiend. And God. She's she thinks that her
That's
scent is
crazy.
well, yes. She thinks that her scent is
okay.
scaring people off. Like she thinks that the other devils can smell her and that's why they're not getting near. Or they're running off when they smell her.
And what we'll find out in later episodes, it's just anybody can smell her.
Yep. She just a smelly girl. I mean, technically, she's a reanimated corpse.
You're making it less cool, man.
Yep. But yeah, so then Power smells blood. Time to fight, and we see the sea cucumber devil.
God damn it! The sea
For a
cucumber
second.
devil is- There's
It-
so
it's
many
still-
fingers coming out of it.
Yep.
That sea cucumber gets deleted.
Dude, I love it. She just sees him, jumps in, and smashes him with a hammer.
Victory shall be mine.
Yep. She's so much fun. I love her so much.
Did you see? The kill is mine.
Yep. She's
And
so
Manic
good.
laughing.
Yep, just giggling, like not even like full blown laughs. Like people
He's
say
laughing from the gut.
Yep. Like people say Harley Quinn energy, like
Harley
That's just
Quinn
ranked up-
wishes.
yep. No, she's so much fun. I love this character. That's literally how our episode ends, with her fucking annihilating the sea cucumber devil. One swing.
The last thing we hear.
Yep.
There was no, like you said, no chill, no talking, no preamble. It was kill. I see devil, I kill devil.
Yep. Again, I love this character so much. She's so much fun.
He's the best.
hmm But yeah, that That was episode 2 of Chainsaw Man. Any thoughts before we wrap this up?
If Dingy tries to do a little grab assing with her, that's gonna go well. Those are my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No way that's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Find out in season 3.
Season 3. Sure,
Yes,
season
yes.
3.
freaking manga reader over here.
Yep. But yeah,
Yeah, I learned it from the manga.
Shut your damn.
so yeah, that was Chainsaw Man episode 2. Tune in next time for episode 3, where we get more of the best girl.
It is a whole best girl episode, basically.
Now that he's got a partner, we got to have an episode about his partner.
I think Alex will really like that episode.
I think it's going to hit a lot of notes for you in like a good way.
Yeah.
You're hyping it up too much, guys.
No, we're not.
Like it's going to resonate. Let's say that.
Then maybe it's good we waited and split this episode from the next episode.
Yeah. Tune in next time for episode 3.
Bum 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 bum.